drive to the 7-yard line and put quarterback Evan Simon in a tough spot to start this game.
Senior in Mount Joy, Pennsylvania, has had a fantastic year. He is 3 touchdown passes away from the single-season Temple TD pass record. Only 1 interception all year for Simon. That came last week against East Carolina. Play fake, Simon throws on first down. Scrambles, facing Heath, then throws that away in the vicinity of Halloween with pressure from Eric Ford. The Rutgers transfer AB has been spectacular. The number is tied for first in the American TD passes with Drew Mestermaker of North Texas. A big fan, he told us, of TB12. And Josh Allen, he does it all for Temple.
Simon's at his best when he's outside the pocket, making throws on the perimeter. And watch how quickly he gets the football out of his hand today. That's how you'll tell he's in rhythm and efficient.
Throws on second down. That's Colin Chase. Transfer from FCS program in Minnesota, St. Thomas. Job there by Williams.
Let's take a look at this Temple starting lineups on offense. The strength of for has been Grayson Maines, the center. My favorite player to watch at this skill position is Peter Clark, number 88. He's a matchup nightmare, 6'6", 265, moves like a wide receiver. He's a native of London. When Clark gets involved in this offense, they really start rolling and pushing the ball down the field.
Pass and chase partner was a 10-yard gain, first down. Jay Ducker, fourth school, first carry of the game. It's a big one. Another first down for Temple. He's got about 11. Team's leading rusher and 6th leading rusher in the American Conference.
Really good run by Ducker here. Watch how he reads this play out. And as soon as he sees the hole, the acceleration through the hole. That's what you want in a running back. No hesitation, sees it, identifies it, picks up the first down.
4th active in the FBS entering play today. 3,200 career yards for Ducker. He's had quite a career. He was the main running back at Temple this year. Speed give on the jet. First look of the game there from Mason, Kevion Mason, a redshirt senior from Tampa, with another nice pickup, another first down for Temple.
And here's the Army starting lineups on defense. The strength is the interior of this defense. Cody Harris-Miller at defensive tackle. Casey Larkin, the safety, is the heart and soul of the Army defense. He's a playmaker. He's a leader. We talked to him yesterday, Rhino. I don't know if he's a better human being or safety, but he's the lead at both. And he makes you want to run through a brick wall when you talk to him. He's always flying around and around the football.
Great guy. Runs through branch and field artillery. Defend our nation's freedom. Ducker runs right at Andon Thomas. He's sent backwards. Gain of 2 there for Jay Ducker. He's the only running back in FBS history to have a 100-yard game with 4 different schools. It's incredible. Northern Illinois, Memphis, Sam Houston, where he played for Casey Keeler last year, and Temple this year.
I like the balance from this Temple offense so far in the game. They've been getting the ball on the perimeter, making Army play sideline to sideline. That's how you beat a team who's disciplined like Army. Make them run in space and tackle on the perimeter.
Bermudas is their top target. He goes in motion there, and Simon tucks it and keeps. Evan Simon out to the 46. Gets a couple. Sets up third down here for Temple. Tackled by Eric Ford.
The guy for Temple on third down is Bermuda's number 17 in the slot.
The transfer from Cincinnati and Delaware has been awesome. And the number 11 now shifts to the left of Simon. Jaya Holloway, he's a future pro. Really good receiver. Third down. Bermudez in motion. Simon, quick game. Chase has got it, first down. In a plus territory to the 48. Gain of 5. Chain mover again. Solid start. Colin Masson on the tackle for Army.
It's a sharp, quick throw by Evan Simon on third down. Good job identifying the one-on-one coverage. Look how quickly he throws that football. It's a big-time throw on third down to convert and start this game.
See why the numbers are so good for Simon this year. Did not play at Rutgers in 3 years in the Big Ten. 2-year starter, Temple. Ducker. That's a good run. Thomas smashes into him. Down to the 43. 5 more yards for Jay Ducker. Very solid. Only player from Sam Houston who came with Casey Keeler after he won 9 games a year ago in Conference USA for the Bearcats. The numbers are impressive for Jay Ducker. I mean, anytime you have an FBS record, AB, that's a big deal.
No doubt. And offensive coordinator Tyler Walker has done a really good job with this offense, opening it up, allowing the playmakers to make plays. Comes from the FCS level at Montana State. He's been phenomenal this year calling plays.
Second down, play fake to Ducker. Chase stays busy. See right the coverage. On the incomplete pass, the two are outstanding friends, roommates at Temple. Can't click.
3rd down and 6 here. I'd like to see Tyler Walker get Evan Simon out of the pocket. That's where Simon's at his best. When he's on the move, has the ability to run if it's there, throw if a quick throw is there. And you got to find JoJo Bermudez, number 17, the slot receiver. And could be in 4-down territory here if you get close to 4th and 2 or 4th and 3.
Tyler Walker's Montana State team went to the FCS National Championship game last year. Huge reason Temple is where they are. A play fake to Ducker on the slant, looks for Chase. Incomplete coverage by Mays. And now 4th down plus territory for Casey Keeler. Early on, going to send on the punt unit.
It's a really good play by Endon Thomas. Watch him drop into the throwing lane here and bat this football down. Looks like he's coming, reads the pass, and gets a hand on it right there at the line of scrimmage. Big time play by Thomas, getting the stop on 3rd down.
He's had a bunch of big PBUs this year, hasn't he? Dante Atten from Australia, who has a single-digit Temple tough number, as one of the top leaders, a captain on the team. There's the punter for the Owls. Likes the end-over-end style. Lloyd Benson back to receive it. That's why he's a captain. Look at the placement inside the 5. At about the half-yard line. Of the day, Temple trying to become bowl eligible for the first time since 2019.
Yeah, it's a gut check game for both these teams. I mean, Army just winning the game against Air Force last week has their entire season still alive. Bowl game, Commander-in-Chief trophy, the pride that defines this Army program. This is a big game for both these teams chasing bowl berth.
And moving up front, let's see who went first here, partner. Starting at the whole half-yard line, could get worse for Army.
False start. Offense number 71. Half the distance to the goal. 1st down.
That's last year's All-American, Paulo Gianarelli. The right guard backs them up even further, a few more inches toward the goal line.
Gianarelli, left side of the screen. See, the defender there did a good job getting back before Gianarelli jumped and tried to touch him. Gianarelli has to make contact there in order for that to be a defensive penalty.
Well, no choice. We saw the penalty numbers so solid for Army. The push from Rendina from behind to try to gain some breathing room. Those have a couple yards. More on Cale Kellums. 8 rushing touchdowns since week 6. That's tied for first in the FBS. Last 4 games, he's run for 121 a game. That's 4th best in the FBS. No turnovers, over 4+ games for Helms. He was brilliant last week at Air Force. The huge pass to Brady Anderson set up the game-winning field goal by Dawson Jones at the gun in Colorado Springs. 2nd and long. Helms totes the rock again, leans forward, and he stopped at the 8.
Take a look at the Army starting lineups on offense. The strength of the O-line is their center, Brady Small, number 51, 3-year starter. And Noah Short, number 15, the slot back, is the star who can change the game anytime he touches the football for Army. Swiss Army knife. Few guys can flip the game like he can. And right here, 3rd down will be a great time for Cody Worley, offensive coordinator, to get Noah Short involved.
I see what he did there. Swiss Army knife. Good. Very good.
Play on words.
3rd down. Helms keeps, runs into a wall of white. That spot looks pretty good, though. Got past the 11. Chains move. Cale Helms, a big conversion. And a 1st down for the Black Knights. Only the 2nd time maybe all year they've begun a drive inside their own 10.
Yeah, that's a huge 1st down for Army, because when you're backed up, momentum's with the defense. Once you get that 1st down, momentum shifts. Your offense can play free, play loose, and get into base offense. That's a critical 1st down for Army to pick up and get out of the back of the end zone.
Briggs Bartosh is not available today. Would have been the starting B-back for Army. Hayden Reed's going to get a lot of carries. Helms also will get carries. Evasive as usual. Ty Davis has the stop there for Temple along with Supranat.
This Temple defense has really been decimated by injuries. on the defensive line, on the secondary. The bright spot has been Curly Ordonez, number 33, the linebacker. Man, he had 14 tackles last week against East Carolina. He plays with instincts. He's got emotion. He's everywhere the football is. If you watch the ball today, you'll see him right beside it almost every play.
We had a good chat with him this week. Team's leading tackler, big Troy Polamalu fan growing up. He's got some awesome hair, hence the nickname Curly. Looks great. Second down. Reed feature back. Option look. Here's another short. Electrifying usually, but cut down. Great defense there for Temple. Ben Oswaki, the corner, who was questionable for the game this week with an injury. Left East Carolina early, banged up, makes the play.
An impressive tackle by Oswaki on the perimeter. The challenge for a defense against a team like Army is your defensive backs have to make tackles in space. See 24 there. Watch him shed the block right here and make the tackle on Noah Short in space. Gets just enough to bring him down. That's a nice physical play by the corner.
Another third down here for Army. Reed featured back. Splits out to the right of Helms. Howard the motion man. It's Helms again. Charging forward with a flag down. Does have the first down. Let's check out the marker. He is spotted at the 26. Would be a chain mover if it stands here for Army.
Illegal shift. Offense. 2 men in motion prior to the snap. Did not reset. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
It will not stand.
Let's take a look at who was moving. You see you got this receiver and this receiver both moving. When you have two guys move, they both have to get reset before the ball is snapped. That's a big penalty. That was a third down conversion for Army, and instead gets called back to third down and 10. And that's on the quarterback. Cale Helms has to make sure guys are set before he snaps the football.
Chip for Reed. Tough early penalty for Army. Helms throwing for the first time. Fires the short incomplete. At the 22. Jalen Castleberry, the corner, fourth leading tackler for Temple on coverage. And punt time for the Black Knights.
And those are the type of things that will drive Jeff Monken crazy. 2 penalties on that drive for Army. One of them was on a converted first down. Army's brand of football is taking care of the ball, not having penalties, and playing ahead of the sticks. They got to clean this up on their next drive.
23rd punt of the year for James Wagonseller. Army only punted 25 times all of last year. And Bermudez indicates for and makes the fair catch at midfield. 39-yard punt.
Community and their families. By Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. And by the Wells Fargo Active Cash Credit Card.
Recent matchups. A short touchdown run, part of a big Army win over Temple at the Link last year. Saw Evan Simon play the game last year. He wore the number 12, got the Temple Tough number 6 in the offseason. He told us incredibly difficult offseason training program, new strength coaches, new staff. He feels the best he ever has. Trying to play well here today at Army. Hands up for Ducker up the middle. Jay Ducker hurdling tacklers. Finally tackled by Eric Ford after Larkin couldn't make the play. 20-yard gain to the 30. First down Temple.
Yep.
Great run here by Jay Ducker, getting the yards after contact. Watch how he hurdles this defender, keeps his balance, and picks up an extra couple yards after leaving his feet. And he's an experienced player who runs with confidence, and credit the Temple offensive line for getting movement up front against a really stout Army front seven.
2 100-yard rushing games, including against your alma mater, AB. Season opener at UMass. Ducker stays busy. And a good pickup there of 4. To Tina Cervasio.
All right, Dave, so it's November, and all these cadets around me know that this is the month that Army football normally shines. Recent history shows that. Going back to 2023, Army is 7-1 in the month of November. That one loss to Notre Dame last year. Now, head coach Jeff Monken attributes that to this team consistently working on fundamentals and skills every single day in practice throughout the whole season, so they just get better. But he also says they're cadets first, which means they have a mindset that no matter what happens earlier in the season, it's all about fighting till the end.
Two thanks. Big game here in November. Couldn't be bigger for Jeff Monken and Army. Run play for Ducker to the 26. Sets up third down. Andon Thomas the tackle. We spoke with Jeff Monken, who said we want to win these 6 games before Navy, which is after Selection Sunday. So to clinch that postseason spot, we've got to win 2 out of 3. That starts today.
Huge play here for Army's defense on 3rd down after giving up a huge run to start this drive. This is where defensive coordinator Nate Woody likes to walk up his linebackers and make the picture confusing for the quarterback. See, all these guys walked up at the line of scrimmage to muddy the picture for Evan Simon.
Set on 3rd down. Flushed. Pressure from Fortner near the sideline and throws that away wisely to avoid the sack. Caleb Fortner, inside linebacker, and co-captain with Andon Thomas provides the heat.
Yeah, watch the games here by Nate Woody. Thomas starts here, comes over here. Watch Fortner loop around. Some of the linebackers drop, some come. It's a genius pressure that forces Simon out of the pocket and throws the football away. You make the picture confusing for the quarterback, and you can't make a quick throw. Great call by Nate Woody.
Harden out now for a 45-yard attempt. Career best was from 52 against Tulsa, 7th longest in Temple history. In pregame warmups, he struggled a little bit from about this range. Was short and wide. When it counts, he misses it. It takes a right turn and misses the upright. Harden's been awesome, 8 for 10 before that field goal attempt for Temple. But this one misses from 45. Keeps us scoreless on a picture-perfect day in the Mid-Hudson Valley. It's homecoming. We're neck and neck. These 2 American Conference rivals.
It's going to be a ball game, Rhino. Going to be a ball game. 2 teams. The matchup's great, too, because you have a team like Army who runs the football so well. A team like Temple who's really been efficient throwing it. This one could come down to the wire.
Rendina with a neck roll, feature back. Gets the carry, the hammer from Montana. With a nice pickup, high school weightlifting champion. Powers out to the 36. Hasn't carried the ball much this year, but with Bartosh out, as we talked about, he may be needed. Gain of 9.
Bring back the fullback dive in football. We need more fullbacks running the ball. And that play right there is why you hand it to the fullback, because it hits the hole so quickly. Nice job by Rendina of executing there and playing fast with the ball in his hand.
Gain of 9, only his 11th carry of the season. Shift for Howard. Feed Rendina again. Spot's good enough. He's got 1st down. Gets about 2. Gets to the 38. And the chains move. Tackled by Whitaker of Temple.
That's going to be a critical piece in this game is who steps up with Briggs Bartosh out. Right now, Rendina 2 carries in a row. Watch Rendina just keeping his feet through contact there, trying to make something happen, taking 4 or 5 guys to bring him down. That kind of run, even for a couple yards, gives your offense, an offensive line, a ton of confidence.
Triple option stays in as the be-back. Helms over center. Option look. Pitch. Howard. Hemmed in pretty well. Slammed out of bounds by Javier Morton. One of the top safeties and tacklers in the American Conference. Nebraska transfer. It's a gain of 2.
Watch Ordonez, number 33, fly into your screen here and make first contact in the backfield. It was an instinctual play by the linebacker who makes this play happen and forces Howard to keep running to the sideline.
Brian Smith taking over. You saw him last year in this stadium as defensive coordinator for Rice. In a loss to Army. Now leads the Temple defense for Casey Keeler. Howard the motion man. Helms bobbles the snap a bit. Recovers nicely. Good cut. Cale Helms. Ordonez has the tackle. And the spot out to midfield. It's a 1st down for Army. Gain of 10. He has been elusive. He has been tough to tackle. He's been powerful in the last several games.
Watch Teddy Williams, the right tackle, number 74, out in space, making a block on the corner, allowing Cale Helms to step up inside. Teddy Williams, a former tight end, moved to offensive line this season, and he's having one heck of a year at right tackle for Army.
300-pounder from Grand Ledge, Michigan. Not easy to gain all that weight, switch positions, right? You know. Could they have made you a tackle?
Come on, man. No, probably. I'd probably still be playing football if I moved to offensive line.
You think?
Yeah, my knees would be okay.
All right. Here's Hayden Reed on first down. Burrows through bodies, powers ahead, and he's got about 3 in the first down run. Hayden Reed, interesting story, AB. He's had fumble problems against East Carolina, had 2 sure-thing touchdown pass drops, and they're trying to regain his confidence with offensive coordinator Cody Worley, get him more touches, get him into the swing. We see the ground game last year was phenomenal for Coach Worley with Bryson Daly, Captain America, the Offensive Player of the Year in the American Conference. Well, that 12-win season for Jeff Monk. Man, were they good last year. A lot of football left this year. Reed feature back, pitch to short. Going short, makes a nice cut, breaks some tackles. Morton puts him down. It's a gain of 6. Armed Forces football proudly supported by the Exchange.
Army run by Joey Short.
3rd down and 1 right here. Cross midfield. This is 4-down territory for Army. So if I'm Cody Worley, I'm taking a shot down the field right here. You got a free play, and you can toss it down the field, try to get Noah Short one-on-one coverage with everyone thinking you're going to run the football.
Army's run game for Coach Worley, 4th best in the nation. Final moments of the first quarter. Rendina pushed, but a flag is down. It is a first down if it counts. They might have some early movement and a false start for Army. Let's check it out.
I think we're going to get offsides on the defense here against Temple.
I see some clapping cadets. That's what it looks like.
Defensive lines try to do anything they can to stop the quarterback sneak.
Offside, defense number 8. 5-yard penalty results in a first down.
Army players coming over for a huddle here, but the quarter's not over. And now it does in fact. Okay. 4 seconds on the board, and then they went to get some water, hydrate after 15. Ready for quarter number 2. Sun-splashed afternoon in the Mid-Hudson Valley. It's homecoming. Army, Temple, head-to-head in the American Conference. Second quarter is next.
Top when you're running the ball on the ground. Temple's been able to move the ball. 5 yards per play. Didn't convert the field goal when they were in the red zone.
That first down starting the second quarter. Indiana stays busy powering through bodies again. A hammer from Montana to the 31. Picks up 5 yards. So it's interesting to see Jake Rendina, Adam, get so many carries around the game. He was not part of the plan when we spoke with Cody Worley yesterday, offensive coordinator.
Yeah, and that's what Army needs to do in this game. Get downhill inside the tackles against this Temple defense. The formula is not on the perimeter. It's not outside the tackles. It's imposing your physicality between the tackles, and that's what Rendina does so well at 240 pounds.
Second down in the short field. 4 down territory for Army. Helens. Rendina pushing from behind, trying to get to the marker. Yard to gain is the 26. He's right at it. It is a first down.
Man, I love how physical Cale Helms runs with the football. He runs more like a fullback than he does a quarterback. Watch him between the tackles here, finishing this run. And then watch the push by the offense just to get a couple extra yards. Everyone around the ball, offensive line is pushing and finishing to the whistle. You got guys on the ground. That's how you impose physicality in a game. And it starts with the quarterback, Cale Helms, and how he plays. 6 carries. That's nothing compared to the 41 he had at Kansas State, an all-time Academy record. 41. And a huge win over K-State in Manhattan. First down. Hayden Reed. 2 arms on the football. And ball security issues this year. Alan Hay, the Miami transfer and big man up front, has a stop gain of 2. Single-digit Temple tough jersey. Would you have had a
Temple Tough jersey?
No
Played
doubt.
them?
I would have been wearing number 1.
Number 1.
Yeah.
I like that. You're 81, right? I mean,
I'd rock a number 1 pretty good. But Alan Hay, speaking of single-digit guys, Rhino, he demands a double team every time he's in there. So big and physical at defensive tackle. Probably the best all-around player on this Temple defense.
10th play of the Army drive. Looking for the icebreaker today at Mikey. Second down for Helms. QB draw. Rolling. Cale Helms again. Another first down. Shoving Owls ahead. Another big play. Give him 12 more yards. Morton had to stop.
It's a called quarterback draw for Cale Helms. Watch Hayden Reed step up and get the big block against Super Knott to spree this play free. It's a good call by Cody Worley. Everyone thinks pass right there. Cale Helms sells it and takes off with the football. Good execution.
Against Tulane, an Army season best 163 yards rushing for Cale Helms. There is a Temple player shaken up. The numbers have been spectacular. Led the nation rushing last year, more than 300 rushing yards a game. I'm sure as Castleberry is being looked at. Jeff Monken and the Army faithful not happy to see Air Force and Navy ahead of them in rushing yards per game to this point of the year. Man, Navy's got a big one tonight against Notre Dame.
Yeah, and Army has done a good job throwing the football this year. They got 3 guys with 10 catches or more for the first time in Jeff Monken's tenure. They've been spreading the ball around, but I've got to keep being consistent running the football.
Joe Castleberry, team's second leader in PBUs, got 5 of those. 50 tackles a year ago, the senior from Cleveland. We've had so many injuries on the defensive side. Patting the head, that means I'm hurt. Need some help. And he's pretty frustrated as well. Transferred from Youngstown State. He was hurt against East Carolina, but came back in the game. That was last week when Temple probably had its worst day of the season. Trying to bounce back here today.
Yeah, the coaching point there for a guy like Castleberry and why he went down. When you're hurt like that and coming off the field late, you don't have time to substitute. So if you're actually hurt like he is right there, you just go down so it allows the trainers to come out and substitute someone in for you. See Castleberry talking to Casey Keeler about tapping his head. Just got to go down.
Yep. No feigning injuries this year after the ball spotted. Could be a delay of game call. A little change to avoid that. Castleberry clearly shaken up. Ready to resume.
First down here, Rondo. Army's got to stay with that identity. Don't get cute down here in the red zone.
They won't.
Keep running the football between the tackles.
I doubt it.
You don't think so?
No. We've covered a lot of Army football. I doubt it. Shift for Williams. Loaded right side of the line of scrimmage. Short in motion. Helms with a flag down. Gets stood up and sent down hard inside the 10. Let's check out the marker.
Offsides on the defense again against Temple.
Got to frustrate Brian Smith.
Offside. Defense number 45. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Charles Calhoun, guilty party there. Redshirt senior from Cleveland. A D2 transfer from Gannon. The spring transfer guilty party, little early movement.
Yeah, he just was actually lined up in the neutral zone.
Yep.
The officials right there looking at him. Good call.
And again, that big shift. Load the left side this time on first down. Touchdown! All the way for the hammer.
That's a great drive that epitomizes Army football. The physicality down the field, running the ball between the tackles. And what a way to finish it off. The fullback, Jake Rendina, yards after contact. Good job by the offensive line. You got Samari Howard, 27, blocking down the field. Great drive and nice physicality for Army.
Dawson Jones, hero last week. American Conference Special Teams Player of the Week with a game winner. At the gun at Air Force to beat arch rival Falcons. Tax on the PAT.
This offensive line for Army has set the tone in this game. Physical, deliberate, and punishing. Jake Rendina in for the touchdown.
Attention veterans. ShopMyExchange.com is your home for tax-free shopping with military-exclusive pricing.
Our goal is to just get better, learn from our mistakes last year, and come for the CIC this year.
Casey, thanks for that intro. 35 days to go in the countdown of the Army-Navy game presented by USAA. Tune in Saturday, December 13th on CBS 3 Eastern. M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore will host the 126th Army-Navy Classic. And it means everything. The CIC trophy hangs in the balance after Army beat Air Force last week. Navy beat Air Force in a thriller earlier this season. Smith sees that kick from Anderson Britton go through the end zone for a touchback.
Casey Larkin has been dynamic this season for Army. 2 interceptions. There's the first one against Tulane. He's got great instincts, knows when to attack the football. And how about that one? On the ground, gets his hands underneath it. Great hands by the safety. Larkin may be one of the most improved players on this entire Army team, Rhino.
Got a great leader as well. Had a nice meeting with him yesterday. 4 picks last year, 6 for his career. 2 huge INTs we saw in the last couple of weeks. The heartbreaker at Tulane, and last week's thriller over Air Force. Big theme, we spoke with Casey and Kev Helms yesterday about the potential hangover after the Air Force win. They played well so far. Smith has the carry, and he's got about 4. Back down to Tina. We'll get to Tina in a moment. Smith's first down run, one of the featured backs for Temple. Team second leading rusher, 317 yards. The transfer from ULM, he had 100 yards 2 years ago against Army as a member of the ULM team. It's the portal, man. Second down, Simon on the sprint left. Here comes some heat from Fortner, throws that away over the head of Bermudez with Shields in coverage. Now let's go back down to Tina.
All right, Adam, you were talking about Larkin's great hands. He credits his experience in youth football in Wall Township, New Jersey. He was the Iron Man. He played every position, linebacker, wide receiver, quarterback. He developed those skills as a kid. Then in high school, he credits his coach, Tony Grandinetti, saying he put me in great situations to play all those positions again. And then Larkin had those drops a couple of weeks ago. You talked about it. He went to Army assistant coach Dane Romero, who works with the slot backs. He got on the jugs with him the last 2 weeks, and that led up to the Air Force game.
Clearly helped, Tina. Last 2 games, 2 picks for Larkin. He was amazing last week at Air Force. On third down, Simon winds up. Chase has got it. Sent backwards by Mays. That spot is exactly at the yard to gain. It is a first down for Temple to the 35. Big chain mover, gain of 6.
So nice job by Chase of getting to the chains, hooking up right there. Watch Chase get right to the chain here and come back to his quarterback, being quarterback friendly as a receiver. It's a good job by Simon delivering a strike. But efficient football, knowing where the marker is and picking up a first down.
Smith is in, feature back, had a 54-yard touchdown run and a win over UTSA for Temple. It's been a 180 season for the Owls. Keeps Simon banged there hard by Mays. And a lot of contact along with Anna Thomas. He is a Temple tough QB. Unquestioned leader of this team is Evan Simon. Armed Forces Football proudly supported by USAA.
It's a big drive for Temple right now because you gave up that long drive to Army. You're down 7 points. You don't want to give the football back to Army right here with their style of play. You may not see it again this quarter. Got to get a couple first downs here and get some movement on offense to stay in this game.
Holloway, Bermudez not featured yet. Here's Chase. Colin Chase with a nice pickup. Tracked down by Colin Madison. Got to the 45. So Chase being featured quite a bit. Gain of 7. There for Temple. Changing the move again here.
I've been impressed with this plan by offensive coordinator Tyler Walker, getting the ball in space in the perimeter, getting different receivers and players involved. Colin Chase has a few touches on this drive already. But Walker's given some new confidence to Evan Simon, to this offense for Temple, and you can see with the style of play.
And Quarterback Tommy Mellott at Montana State a year ago set a bunch of records. Quite an OC. Passing here. Oh, Q Bermudez got the tackle. Stop there by Casey Largan on the slant. So Bermudez finally gets featured. Big pickup for Temple in a plus territory.
Great play called by Tyler Walker. Play action with the receiver running a slant behind it. There's Bermudez in the slot running a slant post route right inside the safety. The best part of that, though, is Evan Simon in the pocket, stepping into that throw with a guy in his face. Really good play and execution.
30th catch of the year for JoJo Bermudez. Nate Woody, defensive coordinator, Army called him a rocket. He is on the move constantly. One of the top slot receivers in the nation. On first down, play fake to Mason. Chase stays busy. Colin Chase another catch, breaks a tackle, leans forward inside the 30 to the 29. Gavin Shields had the stop for Army, gain of 8.
Colin Chase really getting active on this drive in this game. That's his 4th catch. Watch him finish that run. Lower his shoulder, play physical through contact. I like the call again, getting the ball in space to Colin Chase and making this Army defense run sideline to sideline and tackle in space.
Tommy Mellott, quarterback for Tyler Walker last year. Montana State, 31 touchdown passes, 2 picks. FCS National Championship game appearance. They're really good up there. Here's Mason. Breaks a tackle of Thomas. That's a rarity. And stopped by Casey Larkin. Big pickup again. Kevion Mason. Second level and then some. Chains on the move. It's a gain of 8.
Man, this is a great run by Mason. Watch the running back here. Little bit of a shift and a juke against Andon Thomas. Oh, out to the right. Put your foot in the ground. Mason has some extra juice at the running back position that the other running backs just don't have on this roster. He reminds me a little bit of a guy I played with, Rhino, Saquon Barkley, and how they run the football, how they juke guys out, and how they carry the offense. Yep,
that's a big time comparison, AP. Right on cue. Here's 26. Mason breaks 2 more tackles. The freshman from Tampa's on the move. All the way down to the 10. Strong run for the youngster.
There it is by Mason. I compare him to Saquon Barkley, and he has a run like this the next play. Good job in the backfield. That should be a tackle for loss, but instead he makes a juke move, gets on the edge, has the speed and the vision to execute that play and get on the perimeter for the first down. Great job by the young running back.
Tyler Walker told us he's their fastest player, maybe on the offensive side of the ball, including receivers. Pick up 11. First and goal with flags. First. This will be a false start and back up the Owls 5.
False start. Offense number 77. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Diego Barajas, 35-pound redshirt senior from Alameda, California. Moves early.
It's on the right tackle there, Barajas, like you said, Rhino. A critical penalty for Temple. Again, in the red zone, they missed the field goal down here on their last drive. Now backed up, first down and 15, and first and goal. They got 15 yards to pick up a touchdown here. Not a great spot to be in if you're Tyler Walker, the play caller, and Evan Simon, the quarterback.
Targets in for Peter Clark, the tight end from England, has been fantastic. To the right of the QB this time. Here's Mason. Makes more tackles. That keeps on trucking inside the 10 to the 9. So the freshman, the coach has raved about in our meetings this week with Temple, picks up 6 more.
I'll tell you what, Mason is dynamic. Or even a run like that, 5-6 yards on first down between the tackles, running with some physicality there. Now second down would be a great time to go play action if you're Tyler Walker and get Peter Clark, your star tight end, involved in the passing game here in the red zone.
He's lined up to the left of the QB here. Chase in motion, play fake to Mason. Simon goes back. Mason's got it. Dragged down from behind by Cole Seawright. Kevion Mason not just running the football, but grabbing passes well down to the 2. 7 more yards for Temple. Third and goal.
The Temple here. If I'm Casey Keeler, I'm telling my offensive coordinator, this is 4-down territory. You got 2 plays here from the 2-yard line to punch this ball in the end zone.
Coach told us I didn't hire Tyler Walker or play like this to bring in 5 wide receivers. Temple, Philadelphia football. He said it's tough. We want to punch it in situations like this. Play fake. Clark over his head. And can't bring it in. Trying to make the one-handed grab with Mays right in his face to try to deliver a blow if needed. 4th down.
Man, and that's the great call. Everyone thinks you're running the football. We think they are up here. You go play action. It was wide open. Simon just misses the throw. This is the right call. Keep your offense on the field for 4th down. If I'm Tyler Walker, I'm getting Evan Simon on the perimeter here. Let him roll out, have a quick throw if it's there. If not, he tucks it and runs it in for the touchdown.
Top 4th down conversion percentage in the American. Ducker featured back. Here comes a timeout for Temple. Biggest play of the game coming up. 13th play of the drive. But now it's about punching it in and finishing something the coach
This
tells was
is
so
an
important.
official's timeout. Would the band please cease playing as the Temple players approach the line of scrimmage? Thank you.
Okay, not a Temple timeout.
That's a new one.
An official timeout. A little scolding of the Corps Cadet band, which is in the end zone where Temple is trying to score here.
Here's the last play on 3rd down. Missed opportunity for Temple. Had Peter Clark wide open for the touchdown. Simon misses the throw. The risk of throwing it there on 3rd down is that now on 4th down from the 2+ yard line, you probably have to throw the football here. And I think the play call here has to be Evan Simon with the ball in his hand with a choice to throw the ball or run it himself.
14th play of the drive. Big one for Temple. Ship for Chase. On 4th down. Simon passing. Chase has got it. Touchdown Temple. Pop pass to Colin Chase. And in traffic he grabs it for the TD for the Owls.
It's a beautiful play design by this Temple offense. Play action. All the defense bites up. Watch Colin Chase right here. He's going to come across like he's blocking and then go into the flat. Watch the play action by Evan Simon. The linebackers step up, and there's Chase. Really good touch throw by Evan Simon to get it over the defender. It's a perfectly executed play action pass on the goal line.
An intense Casey Keeler. Harden in for the PAT. 3rd touchdown catch of the year for Colin Chase. From St. Thomas University, FCS program, one of my favorite nicknames, the Tommies.
It's a great response by the Temple offense, punching it all the way down the field. Evan Simon to Colin Chase for the touchdown. We got a ball game here at Mikey.
Feature return man here for Army. Rarely returns one. Case in point. Fair caught. Army at the 25. Let's flash back. Last time these two coaches met, 2010 FCS semifinal. Georgia Southern, led by Jeff Monken, took on Delaware in the national semifinals. And Casey Keeler, the head coach, Pat Devlin threw 2 TD passes, led the Blue Hens to a 27-10 win in a very cold day in Newark. First and only time Monken and Keeler have faced off with each other. And as you might imagine, was a topic of discussion this week in our meetings. Helms in the offense, takes over here for the 25, fakes the pitch. Back down to Tina.
I asked Casey Keeler what he remembered about that game in 2010, the FCS semifinal, and he said, I remember Jeff Monken not shaking my hand after the game. He kind of pushed me away. Well, Jeff Monken confirmed the story. He said he was already so mad at Keeler going into the game because something he said in the media. He said, and it was cold as hell out there. And they, by the way, Georgia Southern had 5 turnovers. He said, I shook his hand and kind of waved him off. But meanwhile, a month later, they met in Orlando, ran into each other at Chili's, and had dinner together.
Radina has the carry there at Tina. It's quite a story. They are good friends now. They met on some coaching Nike trips. They had several times gotten together and gotten over that heated moment, but you know Jeff Monken well. No one is more competitive than the Army head coach.
Yeah, these 2 head coaches have a ton of respect for each other. They were complimenting each other all meeting. Great story there by Tina. That's how coaching is. Both are heated coaches that were great at building their programs.
It was a very quick handshake, wasn't it? Keith Helms leans forward. That spot looks good. First down again for Army. A stop made by the top tackler for Temple, Curly Ordonez. But the chains on the move again for the Black Knights.
And now for Army, Jeff Monken here. You got 2:30 left in the half. You want to end this half with the football in your hands. You're still running your base offense here. You don't got to think about the clock till you get under about 1:30 in this half. But right here, keep the football, keep running the ball, and then Army with a chance to double up if they score here because Temple started with the football.
Clock is moving. 4 play stoppages for Army. Numbers for Helms. The key number, no turnovers to this point. Play fake. The junior QB out of Texas, scrambling for his life. And is chased out of bounds. Good pressure from Temple. Jameer Jones. Richard Sr., Montgomery County, Maryland, and the Nebraska Kearney transfer. Has the
This
play
is the
as we hit
2-minute
the 2-minute
timeout.
2-minute mark, second quarter from sunny West Point. All tied 7-7 Temple and Army.
When you want your holiday to feel like a holiday,
Hi guys, welcome.
it matters where you stay. Book now and save up to 25% during the holidays. Hilton for the stay.
Night against Tulane opens up so much for the highest rated Group of 5 champion in this conference, the American. Going to be battling it out. It's going to be a fun finish to this season, Rhino.
2-minute time. And around. Short has the touch. Noah Short looks for the edge and cannot get there. Jalen Castleberry, good pursuit tackle for Temple. And read that play nicely. Setting up third down. Clock's moving.
A third down and long here. If you're Jeff Monken, now this is where you want to chew a little bit of the clock in case you don't get the first down. You have to punt the ball back to Temple, but still want to leave enough time where if you convert, you get going. So this is the right pace for them to play here, and I think you got to throw the ball here on third down.
Good to see Castleberry back on the field. Temple after being shaken up earlier. Third down, the motion for Short. Helms keeps. Helms blasts through traffic. Does have the first down. Gets to the 48. 10 more hard-earned yards for the junior, Cale Helms.
Man, this is where Army has to start playing with some tempo now. Now after this next play, if the ball's on the ground, got to use their first timeout.
Reed feature back. Pitch the short, looks for a cut, breaks one tackle, breaks a second, and then lunges forward into plus territory to the 48. And here's that timeout Adam talked about.
It's good clock management there by Jeff Monken. Right around 1 minute.
First
where
charge
you want to use that
timeout.
first timeout.
Army.
2 play
Timeout on the
stoppages
field.
left.
Please
For
reset
Jeff
the game
Monken,
clock
Army all
to
tied,
1
7 apiece.
minute. Thank you.
When holiday inspiration sparks.
Really good route by Peter Clark for the tight end spot. And a good throw by Evan Simon right where it needs to be. Gets out of bounds. Still have 3 timeouts in their pocket with 15 seconds left in this game. Got a chance here to pick up another chunk play and maybe take a shot to the end zone before you got to kick a field goal.
Get it 17. 15 ticks remaining in the opening half here. Hardman is waiting if needed. This from 45 on a ball that kind of started between the uprights. Timeout Temple here. And then drifted.
First charge timeout.
Faded right and missed the upright.
Temple.
Yeah, it looked like there was some miscommunication there between Evan Simon
This is a 30-second
and
timeout.
Tyler Walker, the offensive coordinator. They was looking at each other, but calling the timeouts, they're okay. Given that there's 15 seconds left, you probably can't even use all 3 anyway. So a good job not panicking, using that timeout and being aware of the clock.
Simon 9 for 15. For 78 yards and a touchdown. Only 80 passing yards for him last week against East Carolina. And his first interception of the year. We talked with Evan Simon this week. Said it had to happen sooner or later. Happened early against ECU. They could not get on the same page. I thought ECU was probably one of the best defenses he's seen all year. See the stats for Simon now. What a story he's been in the American and nationally. Didn't play at all 3+ years at Rutgers.
Yeah, Evan Simon's got to be thinking Bermudez, number 17, his slot receiver right here. Get him down the field where he can make an explosive play and make something happen after the catch.
Simon throwing. Tucker's got it. Again, the check down. Jackson Hammond runs him out of bounds there for Army. It's a gain of 4. 11 seconds left here, AB.
Yeah, taking what's in front of him. Quick decisions by Evan Simon. Playing for the field goal right here, it feels like, with that throw for just a couple yards. which is okay. Take the lead going into half.
But don't sleep on
momentum.
17 in the white jersey.
No doubt.
This guy's something.
And that's what you do right here. You got a chance to take a shot to the end zone. You can throw it across the middle, giving you still 2 timeouts, and can get your kicking team on the field.
Bermudez slot left of Evan Simon. Second down, final moments of the half. Good clean pocket on cue. Bermudez has got it inside the 10. JoJo Bermudez, 6 seconds, has the grab, gain of 21.
Takes their second charge right out of the half.
There's Bermudez
It's a 30-second
across the middle of
timeout.
the field. Really good feel by the receiver here to get right behind the linebacker. Be quarterback friendly, looking for the football. Simon does a good job delivering a strike for the first down.
Now Bermudez is shaken up, partner, on the Temple sideline, being tended to by trainers. Nate Woody told us this week, top priority stopping that guy, number 17. Team's second leading receiver. Started his career at Cincinnati, didn't play, and went to Delaware. Casey Keeler's old school and was really good at the FCS level.
Yeah, now the challenge here for Casey Keeler, 6 seconds left. Do you take one play and try to get into the end zone? I think the answer is yes. You got Evan Simon. You trust him at quarterback, and you allow him to try to get into the end zone here with a play. He's got to throw it quickly, though. You can't scramble here, because if you're
Coach to player communication
if you have
has
incompletion, you
been
can throw it.
disabled.
Looked like the
By
right
rule,
shoulder really
neither
hard
team
hit.
can
Brandon
use the
Thomas
coach to
all
player
over
communication.
This is a risky decision here by Casey Keeler. Evan Simon has to manage this perfectly.
6 seconds and a half. Still a timeout in his back pocket.
Army
Takes it.
takes
That's
their
Army.
second charge time out of the half.
They don't want
It's
to
a
talk over.
30-second timeout.
Yeah, I wonder if Jeff Monken thought Casey Keeler would bring the field goal team out, and they weren't ready for that. Again, 6 seconds, this is where it's really tricky. Because the worst case scenario is you don't get points here if you're Temple, but you want to take that one chance to get a touchdown. It's got to be a fade ball in the end zone or a quick slant route. Evan Simon can't scramble, or else time will run out of the clock.
Officials announced the communication system is not working right now to the green dot players on the field from the coaches. Holloway and Chase, Letter, Cush, another tight end, a good player for Temple with top targets in the red zone. John Holloway is a star. 33 catches heading into the game here today. 30 American touchdown grabs. Got 6, he likes 7 right here.
And he's got one-on-one coverage with Holloway in bottom of the screen.
First down, 6 seconds. Simon, end zone. Clark Alves can't make the catch, incomplete with Madison on coverage. Now the back of the end zone. 1 second on the clock.
Man, it's a really good route by Peter Clark. Runs an out route, then up to the back of the end zone. And Evan Simon's trying to throw it high to keep it away from the defense, where only his tight end can go up and get it, but overthrows it just a little bit. That's the second overthrown touchdown throw to Peter Clark now on the day. Had him for 6 points.
From a walk-on. Carl Harden, redshirt freshman from Raleigh, North Carolina. Tries this
Army
one from 24.
takes their third and
First
final charge
icing.
time out of the half.
Timeout.
It's a 30-second timeout.
From Jeff Monken. You no longer do the double icing if you had to. Can't do it anymore. Last play stoppage expires for Coach Monken.
And Evan Simon on that last play held onto this ball for an extra second right there. Incomplete with about 2 seconds, 1 second left. Yeah, that's exactly how it had to go. Quick throw. If it's incomplete, you kick the field
Army
goal. Well managed there by Casey
challenging
Keeler.
the ruling on the
Evan
field
Simon.
that the clock ran out after the incompletion.
We have got a challenge. First one we've seen this year. The review crew here on site at Mikey and the DVD Sport crew in Pittsburgh will take a very close look at the clock, which is kept by the officials on the field.
Yeah, it looked to me like when the ball hits the ground here, there was 1 second on the clock. Let's see. Yeah, balls hit the ground. There's 1 second. from our vantage point here, Rhino, looked pretty well executed by Temple. And it is when the ball hits the ground is when the clock stops.
Great first half for that guy. Senior, Mountjoy, Pennsylvania, Evan Simon. Family here as usual. Said about 10 folks drove up from the Philly area. Come watch him play. He told us making a bowl game is everything for Temple football. They can do it today.
After further review, the ruling on the field is upheld. There is 1 second left on the clock. Army is charged a timeout and has lost the challenge for the remainder of the game. It's second down.
Yeah, and again, the ball has to hit the ground for the clock to stop. It's not when it's incomplete, it's when the ball hits the ground. And from everything we saw here, looks like the officials made the right call. A good job on the review.
So we're back to Harden. Want to use the challenge, not the timeout. They lose the timeout to wrap up the first half, and no challenges left in the game. Harden from 24 to put Temple on top, which he's got. And it's a good finish to the opening 30 for the visitors from Philly. A 10-7 lead on the Black Knights here on homecoming. Good clock management. Casey Keeler, Evan Simon, the veteran quarterback, gets it done for a big field goal.
Yeah, well executed by Casey Keeler, by Tyler Walker, the offensive coordinator, Evan Simon. You saw the risky play there to take the shot to the end zone and have just 1 second on the clock, but it worked out perfectly for him and got 3 points in the lead going into half.
Tina joined by head coach of Army, Jeff Monken.
All right, Coach Monken. Well, Temple gets the 3 points there, but overall, what are you seeing from your defense in this first half?
We gave up that big shot down the middle there to put them in field goal range, and I think they're playing hard and playing tough. We missed some tackles. Their first touchdown, 3 plays in a row, we missed assignments. So that's the fault of us. It's me and our coaches, and we got to do better.
That last offensive drive was halted. What do you have to do a better job on in the second half there to get more points on the board?
Well, we need to pick up the linebacker popping the B gap on the 4th down play. That would be a help. And, maybe we go down and kick a field goal there at the end. We've done that 4 weeks in a row. We've gotten a score, a field goal at the end of the half or end of the game. And
for the touchdown, then the drive to end the second quarter. Colin Chase catches the ball, and then Temple gets the field goal to take the 10-7 lead.
Check out of the exchange first half numbers. What stands out to you here?
Yeah, it's the time of possession battle's been pretty even, about 15 minutes each for each side. Normally Army wins that battle with the ball in their hands, controlling clock. Army's got to get back to that on this drive right here. Put a drive together, get some first downs, and chew the clock.
Harden kicks off. Benson watched that go through the end zone for a touchback. Back to Tina.
I spoke to Temple head coach Casey Keeler. Now, JoJo Bermudez is back on the field. The wide receiver did sustain a chest contusion. Keeler said that they're just going to try to manage him here in the second half. The medical staff will try to keep him loose to keep him out there. In the first half, Keeler says he likes the way the team is playing. They're putting together good drives, but they need to finish these drives. He likes the way they're holding on to the ball, but that means this could be a low-scoring game.
Dominguez is so important to that team. Bermudez, 2 catches, 30 yards so far in the game. Tino will keep a close eye on that first down here for Army. Beginning half number 2 for Rendina. Has the legs ahead, has about 4 on the first down run for the Black Knights. Big roll for Rendina today.
The key here for Temple's defense, Rhino, is you got to keep playing the run so well, but you can't fall asleep because Army will take a shot down the field at some point in this game. And if you're not ready for it, it'll be an explosive play and you'll give up 7 points. So Temple's got to stay alert, keep stopping the run, be ready for that throw.
Short in motion and fake the jet sweep. Helms on the keep, driving forward, spins ahead. He gets to about the 33, needs a 35 for a first down for Army to begin half number 2. Supranat has the tackle. Tied for first in the American with 3 forced fumbles. Had a really good year at the linebacker spot. Redshirt senior from Upland, California, and a JUCO transfer.
The first 3rd down to start the second half is always a big play in the game. This is where momentum can shift. For Army right here, I think you got to keep the ball in Cale Helms' hands.
3 for 5 first half partner on 3rd down tries. Hits Helms, blasting through traffic. Forward progress at the 38. First down for Army again, gain of 5.
It's a great lead block by Jake Rendina, the fullback, to open up the hole for Cale Helms on the third down run. Rendina having a good day running the football, but so critical when he's the lead blocker on these inside run plays.
15 carries. Helms see the first half possession breakdown. A touchdown for Rendina. Second of his career.
Yeah, that turnover on downs on the fourth down was one of the biggest plays in this game with the clock running down.
Carson Smith feature back this time. Carries for the first time today. Good pickup. Has 5. It's out to the 44. Poteet has the tackle. Khalil Poteet has been injury plagued his time at Temple, senior from the Bronx and Dodge City Community College. Defense so banged up. They looked at the American Conference injury report on social media. The list was so long for out for the season and questionable for Temple. About 15 guys. So secondary was hurt last week. Second down. Here's Helms. Stopped. Big play defensively. Cameron Stewart, the rush end. No gain for Cale Helms. Big play. The leader tackles for loss. Got 8.5 and 4 sacks this year for Temple.
Yeah, Cameron Stewart, such a great player at defensive end. He's explosive. He's long. He's athletic. Watch Stewart right here shoot the gap and make a play against the run. Sheds the block. Good job using the hands to get the offensive lineman off of him. Huge stop to bring up a third down.
The top defenders for Casey Keeler this year. Sets up third down from the 44. Short in motion. Helms will keep. Cale Helms trying to drive ahead. He's going to be stopped short by a yard. Needs the 48. Got to the 47. Gain of 3.
Got to keep the offense on the field here. If you're Jeff Monken, 4th down and 1 near midfield to start the second half. This is where you build momentum in the ball game, converting this and keeping the football on the ground. It's about imposing your will as an offensive line. Here's the quarterback sneaks this season. 20 attempts, 14 4th downs, 7 touchdowns for Army.
4 for 1 today, partner. On 4th down, but 25 made 4th down conversions this year. Stewart in pursuit, deep downfield. Catch made. Pulaski, the tight end, has got the grab for Army to first down. Parker Pulaski, second catch of the season for the junior from Boca Raton, Florida.
Man, watch Pulaski right here. He's going to come down and block and then run a pass route. When everyone thinks they're running the football, this is a beautiful play call by Cody Worley on 4th down. Man, what a risky call. It pays off. Well executed by Cale Helms and Pulaski.
Gain of 26, tackled by Ordonez. A big chain mover for Army. First 4th down conversion of the day. Carson Smith. Castleberry gets to him right away. That makes the stop. Knocked down hard at the 24.
Man, how about that call by Cody Worley? 4th and 1.
Gutsy.
We're up here talking about quarterback sneaks.
Gutsy.
Cody Worley takes a shot down the field for an explosive play. And it was so well executed by Cale Helms. That's the first completion for Army in this game. What a call by Worley.
Only 87 passing yards a game for Army. That is dead last in the FBS. Entering play today. So that was big. They are run first team, obviously. Here's second down. Smith feature back. Here's the pitch. Howard looks for the end. Samari Howard. Head-to-head physical contact there with Ben Oswakey, the corner for Temple. Howard, one of the most talented players on this Army team, gets a touch. His first of the day, gain of 2. Armed Forces football proudly supported by Bud Light.
How many big third downs we're going to get on this drive? Another one right here. This is, again, inside the 25-yard line where Army often goes for it on 4th down. So you can run the ball here, and if it's 4th and 2, 4th or 1, I would keep the offense on the field if I'm Jeff Monken.
Cutters. The keep looks for the seam, looks for the push. That spot is enough for a first down. Just got the nose of the football to the marker. Chains move for Army.
Just watch how gritty of a run this is by Cale Helms. I mean, he just chops his feet through contact. Watch how he gets contacted at the quarterback position, but keeps finding a way to pick up the first down. The first contact's made at the line of scrimmage. He's got 4 yards to go. Good job with the surge by the offensive line, getting movement, opening up the hole for the quarterback.
Carson Smith battling over tacklers to the second level. He's got about 9 on that run for Army. Powerful play. Army set up in great position here, deep in the red zone.
Another tough run by an Army running back. This time Carson Smith breaking tackles, keeping the balance. It's really good body control by the fullback, Carson Smith. And that's been the question. Who would step up with Briggs Bartosh out? It's been a running back by committee for Army.
Helms navigates. Stood up. At about the 5. Continuing to be busy carrying the football as always for Army. 13th play for Jeff Monken in this drive coming up.
Now, Rhino, why not reward the big tight end who had the explosive play for you? Parker Poloski on first down here. Be a great time if you're Cody Worley to go play action, pop pass to the tight end. Let him have 2 catches on this drive.
Is that you plugging the tight end again?
No doubt. I hope Cody Worley can hear me right now.
Short in motion. Helms keeps. Runs into trouble. And it's flung down inside the 5. On first and goal, second and goal coming up here. Gain of 1 for Darrell Helms. Nearing 100 yards rushing again. He's had 2 98-yard rushing games this year. And for 143 against Charlotte, 163 against Tulane. That's the season best for Army. 124 against K-State. He's had a big year since taking over as QB1 here at West Point. Lead block. Is in, touchdown Army. The power, the persistence on the ground again for Jeff Monken and the Black Knights.
This Army offensive line is playing so well and so physical. Getting movement on the line of scrimmage, especially on the goal line when everyone thinks you're running the football. Temple's loading the box.
Unorthodox set. This is common for Army. They probably will shift and go for the standard 1 point with Jones. Dawson Jones, 23 of 23 on PATs this year. Sophomore from outside Charlotte. Stays. Army on top. Cale Helms, Adam is pumped.
This was a perfectly executed drive by Cody Worley, the play caller. First, the shot play to Parker Pulaski. Then Cale Helms runs it in himself. That's Army football. Toughness, tempo, and total control.
This is Judy and Pedro. They just bought their first home and are learning a lot. Thanks to Google, Pedro knows more than he wanted to about gravel.
Oh.
And Judy wouldn't call herself a plumber, but she dabbles.
Wait, how do these things work together? Honey, I did it!
So far, if they've learned one thing about home ownership, is that there's a lot to...
Third in the FBS behind Haynes King of Georgia Tech and Blake Horvath of Army's arch rival Navy. He's had a big year and a big game for them against Notre Dame tonight. After Memphis lost to Tulane, Navy could be the next team up, highest ranked Group of 5 team in next Tuesday's college football playoff poll. But if they get blown out by Notre Dame tonight, that could change it considerably. Hunter Smith, 1 yard deep in his end zone. Ventures out for Temple, cut down. Good kick coverage inside the 20. A day in the life of a cadet, brought to you by today's military. Senior co-captain linebacker Andon Thomas. Chemical engineering major. He is a semi-finalist now. Or a finalist, if you want to put it in the terms this week for the academic Heisman, the Campbell Trophy. What a tremendous career. What a player. He's led Army in tackles the last 2 years. Headed to his branching first week of December to defend our nation's freedom. Second Lieutenant United States Army. We thank all the cadets for their brave service.
One of my favorite times of the week when we do these Army games, Rhino, is talking to the players, these cadets on the Army team. Such good people, well-spoken, well-mannered, and intense about football and about academics.
Jay Ducker, first down carry to begin half number 2 here for Temple, trying to get going. Andon Thomas, look at Andon. Lefty swing, man, on the simulator. No hat this time. It's right down the middle. That's the great course here at West Point. It's Alpine Golf, Adam. You ever tried it? I played there a couple times. Lost many balls around the hills of West Point.
What did you shoot? over under 100?
It was a high number. Definitely triple figures. Thanks for that. Simon Clark's got it. Seam route for the big tight end. He's on the move. Andon Thomas right on cue. Has the track down tackle. But big catch and run for Peter Clark from London, England. Chunk play in a plus territory, gain of 34.
It's a really good play here. Here's Peter Clark up the sideline, and watch how Thomas bites up. And then as soon as the tight end clears the linebacker, Evan Simon sees it, identifies it, delivers a strike. Nice play action call to start their first drive of the third quarter.
Simon's one touchdown pass away from tying the all-time single-season Temple record. Got 22. Play fake. Simon from midfield. Pocket collapses, trying to get that to Ducker. It's broken up. Good play by Jack Bowsam. Sophomore from Annapolis, of all places, the home of Navy. We talked to Simon about that record AB this week on Zoom, and he said, I love records, I love Temple. I want to win this game. We need this win for a bowl game to take that next step. The unquestioned leader of this Temple program. Bermudez in motion. Keep Simon. Cody Harris-Miller, Deshauntes Gray. Combine the tackle, gain of 1 for Evan Simon.
Third down and long for Temple here. This is where Nate Woody really can play games with his front seven. Confuse the quarterback, Evan Simon. And if you're Simon right here, you got to get the ball out of your hand quick because you probably know you're getting pressure. There's Nate Woody. He's going to walk all his linebackers up to the line of scrimmage and confuse the look here for the quarterback.
2 picks for the secondary last week at Air Force in Colorado Springs. We'll love to turn over Temple here. Third and long. Sprint left for Simon. Halloween has got the catch. Marked at the 35. Needs a 32 for a first down.
Yeah, that throw on third down, but in front of the sticks, tells me Casey Keeler is telling his offensive coordinator, hey, if it's 4th down and 3, we are going for it. 4th down and 4, we're going for it. And that's what they're going to do, keep the offense on the field. That's the right call at this spot on the field, about the 35-yard line. Build some momentum in this game.
1 for 1. So far, 4th down tries for Temple. Big play here. Shift for Ducker. Simon rolls right. Throws the move for Chase, who's got it. Bumped out of bounds by Jabril Williams. First down for Temple on that sticks route. A combination of Simon and Chase, very effective today for Temple.
Yeah, Chase is so good on these third down routes of knowing where the sticks are, pushing vertical to get the defender off of them, then making the catch with the defender right beside him for the first down. Really well executed by Evan Simon on the move, making an accurate throw.
Numbers for Chase. FCS transfer, earned the Temple Tough #1 first week of camp. He was so impressive. Play fake to Ducker. Dumped out. Ducker's got it. Makes a nice cut. He thought he might have been going out of bounds. Instead, Bowsam's got to put him down after a good pickup.
And that's where Evan Simon's really become a veteran and a smart quarterback. Temple's trying to take a shot down the field on this play, but instead of forcing the ball, Simon dumps it off to his running back, Jay Ducker. Ducker does a good job picking up yards after the contact, splits 2 defenders there for a few extra yards.
Surprising to see Caleb Fortner miss a tackle.
That's rare.
Captain middle linebacker, so fabulous throughout his career. Bermudez on the shift. Play fake. Simon keeps. Simon had the first down. Slides down outside the 15, marked out the 17. And the chains move, gain of 4 for the fifth-year senior QB. He was given a new chance by the former Temple staff last year. And then when Casey Keeler, new offensive coordinator Tyler Walker came in, had to earn the spot again. Had quite a competition in the preseason. With the backup QB and Giovanni McCoy, the Oregon State transfer. What a season. Big numbers again today. On first down. Play fake. Keeps. Simon keeps on trucking. It's a good pickup for Simon again.
Simon's not the most athletic quarterback in the world, but he does bring this added element. And right there at the Army defensive end, crashes inside Noah Nixon, so it's there for Simon to pull it and pick up a few yards. Good execution by Evan Simon, seeing it there.
Back down to Tina.
I found a staff to believe in me, but now it's going too fast. I don't want this senior year to end.
All right, Tina, second down here. They fake to Chase. Simon puts that into the Temple bench. Stafford makes a nice catch. It's incomplete. Another good play with ball security for Simon, not forcing anything there.
A really nice catch by the ball boy on the sideline.
Nice catch.
Smiles. He's texting people about it, letting everybody know.
I see a social media.
Yeah, everyone see that?
11 play the drive here, partner. See those hands? I still got it. 3rd and 5. Shift for Ducker. Clark as well. Big play, Temple again. Ducker runs into trouble. Latour was there immediately, along with Ann and Thomas. The send him backwards and create a 4th down situation. No hesitation. Looks like the field goal unit on the field here for Temple.
Man, I don't love that call by Tyler Walker, offensive coordinator there. It's 3rd down and 5. As you take a look at Evan Simon throwing a block after he hands it off. 3rd down and 5. Run the ball inside the tackles, not even give your veteran quarterback Evan Simon a chance to make a play on 3rd down. Now you're forced to kick a field goal. Would have liked to see him be more aggressive on 3rd down there.
Harden from 31 here. 1 for 2 so far in the game for the redshirt freshman from Raleigh. Make it 2 or 3 to make this a 1-point game at West Point. 14-13. We knew this would be tight and dramatic in the American Conference with so much on the line today.
Chewing clock and running the football.
We begin the 4th, 2nd and 7. Helens on the fake. Good mesh there with Rendina. Supernaut finishes the tackle along with Curly Ordonez. Team's leading tackler. It's gain of 4. And we do have an timeout
for injured offensive player.
Looks like Paolo Generelli, All-American right guard from last year.
Timeout on the field.
14 starts a year ago for the star offensive lineman from Illinois. Timeout on the field.
You've got the magic touch. It makes me glow so much.
If you misplaced your card,
slide to the right and the card's locked.
The Chase mobile app has card lock.
Locked, unlocked, locked, unlocked.
And it has encryption technology to help you keep your data safe.
Cool, right?
That's peace of mind from Chase. Make more of what's yours.
Your pride and joy is measured in acres. Keep them looking their best with the Kubota lineup. Versatile sidekick utility vehicles. The #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. Professional grade mowers for a professional cut. It's equipment built with one purpose: to get the job done right.
When disaster strikes, it's not just buildings that break, it's lives, memories, a sense of hope. But in those moments, something powerful rises, the chance to make things whole again. because we don't just fix property. We help restore belongings and the spaces where memories live. Belfor, restoring more than property.
How do I go that big without spending that much?
Head to Lowe's. They have cool decorations like Bumble and the Grinch.
Lowe's helps you get more holiday for less.
Kyle Generelli, All-American from last year. Right guard. 6'1", 300-pounder from Campton Hills, Illinois. Off under his own power, that's the good news. Lane Parks Jr. from Yukon, Oklahoma at 305 pounds, listed as the backup at that spot. But a key loss certainly for Army. Up by one, trying to hang on against stubborn Temple here today. Armed Forces football. Proudly sponsored by the Wells Fargo Active Cash credit card.
It's a huge loss for Army, especially as they're going to be trying to run the football here with the lead. Offensive line has played really well. Generelli is as important as anyone to that O-line.
Shift for Williams. Right tackle to the left side. On third down. That spot looks short by about a yard. Holmes trying to get that first down. Got two. And ran into a wall of white.
An enormous decision now for Jeff Monken on 4th down and 1. I think the right call is to keep your offense on the field. That's Army football. You got to be able to run the ball when you need 1 yard. Last time we were in this position, Cody Worley took a shot down the field. I think you got to go quarterback sneak here with Cale Helms.
Only 1 for 2 so far. 4th down tries. The push from behind. That spot looks good. It's right at the yard to gain of the 35. Temple thinks it's made the stop. Howell's offense wants to come on the field. Looking for the indication.
I thought from this angle up here that he got it. There was a lot of surge by the offensive line.
Yeah. It's a first down.
What a push by the O-line. Up front, there was Jake Rendina pushing Cale Helms from behind. Well-executed quarterback sneak. Watch Rendina here. I mean, he shoots out of a cannon and pushes Cale Helms forward. That's got to hurt if you're Cale Helms. Good job getting the first down and keeping this drive alive.
27 converted 4th down partner this year. That is number 2 in the FBS behind FAU, also the American Conference. 31 entering play today. A lot of conversions. First down, play fake. Helms in the pocket. The deep ball, Alawale. Can't bring it down, but there is a flag. And a pass interference call is coming up here against Temple and Denzel Chavis.
Pass interference. Defense number 11. 15-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
Yeah, Alawale beats Chavis here on the route. And Chavis, as he's playing catch-up, just runs into Alawale. Watch the end of this play right there. Just runs into him, actually pushes him a little bit. That's the right call because it prohibited Alawale from going up and catching the football, and Chavis was beat on the route there.
The foul was on number 13, 1-3.
Sets up first down for the Black Knights at midfield. It's a big call. Helms navigates. 2 flags fly on the play. This should come back. Javier Morton has the tackle. Nebraska transfer. It's again at 6 if it stands, but 2 penalty markers on the field. Morton, a 4-star, began his career at Alabama. Yeah, really good player for Temple.
It's going to be holding on, I think, Noah Pryor, number 85, the tight end.
Holding, offense number 85. 10-yard penalty, first down.
And Reg Coach AB on the money. Sophomore from Whitesboro, Texas.
And Noah Pryor gets beat by Cameron Stewart inside. Cam Stewart sheds the block, and Noah Pryor just has to hold on. Here's Pryor.
Looked like that might have been a broken play. Helms looking left and bounced out to the right. Holding call back to the 40. First down. QB draw. Cale Helms. Powers ahead. That's to the 44-yard line. Picks up 4. And gets closer to 100 for a 4th time this year. 94 rushing yards for Cale today.
4-yard gain, 7 down.
Make it 95 officially. I'm up by 1.
You're close. Are you tracking it mentally throughout the game? That's really impressive. Holy cow.
Watching stats, 100 yards, century mark's a big number to document, AB.
The Dave Ryan brain should be studied.
Smith, feature back Howard, is in motion. So short. Here's Helms. Got to the 46, that's all. Picks up 1 more yard, gets 1 more closer to 100.
And this is why those holding penalties against Army are so bad for them to get. They put their offense behind the sticks, and they're not built to be in this position at all. 3rd down and 14, they're not built to be in drop back where you're slinging the ball all over the field. Army beat themselves on this drive, on a really important drive in this ball game.
Helms' last 100-yard effort, 163, our career best against Tulane. Here's 3rd down. Passing this time. Sideline run. Howard cannot bring it in, incomplete. Made the stretch on 3rd and 14. And now 4th down, no choice but to punt for Jeff Monken.
And that was a strike by Cale Helms in the pocket. Watch him deliver this throw. Samari Howard has to catch that football. It's right at his helmet. Should be completed. Still would have been a little bit short, it looks like, but could have probably gone for it on 4th down. It's a good throw by Helms. Howard's got to bring it in.
Call Chase to receive the James Wagonseller punt. Wants the fair catch, looking right into the sun, and does have a grab inside the 10. That's where Temple takes over, 1st and 10, down by 1. A thrilling finish is brewing from West Point today.
Go nuts. The 6th-ranked powerhouse Duke Blue Devils bring their freshman sensations to CBS Sports Network. Go nuts.
This is Tom. Work has been weird lately. He's got
looking for the 4th road win for the first time since 2019. Run play, 1st down, deep in their own end off a good kick from Wagonseller. Hunter Smith the run. Minimal gain for Temple. What a turnaround this year for the Owls. I mean, these numbers are spectacular from where they've been. 4 straight 3-win seasons.
The vibe around this Temple program has changed completely with Casey Keeler. The professionalism he's brought to this program, the recruiting and the players he's brought in, the development's been really good top to bottom.
Looking for a double pass possibly here. And it's blown up. Their backup quarterback in the game, and Tyler Douglas, who had 1 snap last week against East Carolina, was thinking about a double pass. Loss of 1. Army sniffed it out.
The Temple wants to double pass here, but Colin Chase, who's they're trying to throw the football to, wasn't looking for it. There was a miscommunication. You see Chase there, bottom of the screen. He's not looking for the football, and now brings up a 3rd down and long on a really important drive for Temple.
What a hit by Casey Larkin. Douglas just shakes his head. 3rd down. Clap snap from the goal line. Simon flushed. Sideline incomplete. Trying for Halloween, his top target. Good pressure, Dylan Stowers. Punt time, Temple.
Good play by DeShantez Gray, number 98, from the nose tackle spot. Loops to the outside to pressure Evan Simon on 3rd down. Forces that throwaway a little bit to the sideline.
1st down run gets out to the 47. Gain of 5. That's a good 1st down carry for Army. To do exactly what Coach Benjamin said a moment ago. Rush yards there, 171 for Cody Worley. 4th best in the nation entering play here today between the American behind Navy. Short in motion, gets the pitch, Noah Short makes a cut, 1st down for Army. Big run for the speedster from San Jose So electrifying. And his first touchdown of the season last week in a catch at Air Force, gain of 9.
Really good block by Parker Pulaski on the perimeter here. Watch 44, right side of the screen. Makes the block in space, pulls from the tight end spot, and delivers a blow. See that block right there, man. Beautiful block by the tight end. Allows Noah Short to come inside.
Front of 44. Helms thought about a pitch, in trouble. Breaks a tackle. Ordonez eventually finds him, puts him down. It's a gain of 1 there for Helms. Could have been worse in the backfield. He is tough to bring down, AB.
Yeah, it really is. And Ordonez, a great linebacker as well, flying around, always around the football. It's a good block, a good tackle after first contact. But man, Helms just so tough, so physical, so gritty. Gives this offense energy and toughness. When your quarterback plays like that, the rest of your team better play that physical.
This tackle, Khalil Poteet, defensive end for Temple there. Had him for a loss, but couldn't tackle him. 1 second down. Short. Jet sweep handoff. Well, Short gets to the 40-yard line. Javier Morton. Richard Sr. from Atlanta, the Nebraska transfer, as the tackle, gain of 4.
Good job getting Noah Short involved on this drive. Such an explosive playmaker. 9.3 yards per play, top in school history, man. He's an explosive player. It'd be another great time to get him involved right here. 3rd down and medium, about 5 yards. Get Noah Short the ball in space. He's lined up to the left of Cale Helms.
That says something. This is your 136 partner of Army football. Tops all time. Impact player, 3rd down. Helms going to throw. Now going to run with it. Cale Helms spins ahead, looks for the marker. Where's that spot? It's at the 35. Got 4, a yard shy. Here for Army, but there's never a question for the Cadets and Jeff Monken. They're going for it.
Past midfield, 4th down and short. Jeff Monken, a big analytics guy, so always follows what the analytics tell you. And the book will tell you go for it on 4th down and 1. I'd expect a quarterback sneak here again.
2 for 3 on 4th so far today. The push from Randina. The spot is right at the marker. It is going to be a 1st down. And I mean by inches. That was close. 1st down, Black Knights.
There's the analytics book. The guy who follows Jeff Monken around, telling him when to go for it on 4th down, what yard line they need to be on to go for it, when to use your timeouts. A really critical role for this Army program. And this quarterback sneak, so tough to stop when you got Jake Randina pushing the quarterback forward.
100+ yards for Helms. Again, 4th time this year. On 1st down, Carson Smith pushes a pile ahead, turns the legs inside the 30. Gets to the 28. Good pickup, about 6 there for Smith. Junior, Middletown, Maryland. A touchdown run this year. That came against Charlotte in a one-sided game here at Mikey earlier this season.
Yeah, now with 5 minutes left in this game, up a point, Army's got to keep chewing the clock. Don't snap this ball with more than a few seconds on the play clock. This all becomes a time management game for Army. Got 10 seconds on the play clock. Let this go down a couple more seconds.
Shift Aiden Self. Then Dino lead block. Again, it's Helms. Driven backwards to the 26. Picks up 2 more yards for Army. Ordonez again involved in the stop for Temple. It's been everywhere today.
See the left side of this offensive line for Army getting movement up front. You got Noah Short involved there on the blocking scheme. But a good job by this Temple defense. There's Ordonez coming up from his linebacker's spot to make a tackle in open field to bring up 3rd down.
Ordonez's 10th tackle of the day for Casey Keeler. So in motion, Randina powering through tackles. Again, a chain mover one more time. The clock continues to roll for Army. Trying to salt this one away, one rushing attack at a time. Gain of 3 for Randina. got to be a helpless feeling for Temple.
Yeah, and Temple's already starting to load the box and bringing their safeties down. Take a look at these safeties at the left side of the screen. The defense, they're playing at 6-7 yards, making sure those safeties play in the run fit. They got to keep coming up and stopping the run here.
Again, continues to stay busy. Khalil Poteet has the tackle for Temple. The gain of 4. Clock continues to move here for Jeff Bunkin.
They've got to keep chewing the clock here. Snap this ball with 2-3 seconds on the clock and leave Temple with as little time left as possible when they get the football back.
Just over 3 in the 4th when this one will get snapped. 11th play of another marathon Army drive to come here.
And now if Army picks up another first down on this drive, I think Casey Keeler's got to think about taking his timeouts to preserve clock.
Rendita, the handle. Chugs ahead, gets 3, gets to the 16. See the play clock, gonna go all the way down under 5 again. 4 Temple play stoppages left, including the 2-minute timeout.
3rd and 3 here for Army. Keep the ball on the ground. And then if Casey Keeler gets a stop right here in Temple, I think you got to use your first timeout. Stop the clock before the 2-minute timeout.
Black Knights 6 of 12, 50% on 3rd down tries today.
You got to stop the ball.
Timeout for Army. Takes their first charge timeout of the half. Timeout on the field.
18 seconds shy of the 2-minute timeout. Empty backfield for Helms on this play. From offensive coordinator Cody Worley. On 3rd down. QB run again. Loss to the total. Spins ahead. He is shy by about a yard. Got to the 14-yard line. Gain of 2. And the clock will roll out of the 2-minute timeout here.
See, I think Keeler should be using this timeout right there. Stop the clock, then you get the 2-minute timeout.
This is the 2-minute timeout. Timeout on the field.
2-minute timeout from West Point. Army wants this win. Number 5 on the season.
I mean, if you don't get it, Temple's got to go 70-plus yards down the field to get a field goal with your Army defense playing really well.
Helms has run for 110 already today on 33 carries. Long count on 4th and short. To push from Rendita. The spot is close. Let's see. Right at it for an Army first down. Temple thinking it might have held here.
Man, this could not be closer, Rhino. Helms jumps this time and tries to jump over the pile instead of just pushing forward. He gets stonewalled by the linebacker for Temple.
The initial spot is a little short. The spot is reviewable. We are going to have a measurement. Wow, this is big.
Man. And I think Helms shouldn't have jumped over the pile. Just keep pushing with your offensive line.
Let's see. Here's the stretch. He's got it. By most of the football. Army keeps it and a chance to put the game away.
And it's a game of inches. What a call by Jeff Lumpkin to go for it there and believe in your offense and your offensive line.
Great push, Temple up front. Alan Hay.
Keeler's got to call a timeout here to stop the clock now that they respotted the ball.
Temple takes their first charge, timeout of the half. It's a 30-second timeout.
And Hayden Silva and company celebrate the first down run for Helms.
Correction, timeout on the field.
Look at the time of possession. Second half, it is all Army. Temple's barely seen the ball. Incredible.
20 minutes with the ball, and that's how Army wants to play the game. Dominate the line of scrimmage, time of possession, run the football between the tackles. Cale Helms has managed the game really well. It's been an impressive performance by this Army offense.
Only 2 drives for Temple in the second half. Amazing. .157 to go in the fourth. Standing between Army and a big win in the American over Temple. They lead by 1.
Love that. So for Mom, I was thinking...
I thought she didn't want anything.
Oh, like when she says she doesn't want any fries?
And she eats all her fries.
Exactly. What if we get her the new iPhone 17 Pro at AT&T? We can get their best deal without...
Play resumes at Army. Randina drives ahead. Another big run. Picks up 5.
Temple takes their second charge, timeout of the half.
Second timeout for Casey Keeler and Temple. The slow bleed out here, Adam. It is slow, and it is powerful for Army.
Casey Keeler going to keep this one more timeout. Take it right after this play.
Army does not want to score, right? I mean, not now.
Yeah, if you're Casey Keeler here in this Temple team, the debate is going to be, do you let Army score or do you get the ball back with about 30 seconds left? Because you're not going to have a timeout after third down. I think the decision here would be try to let Army score right here so you know you're going to get another possession. But if you're Army, you're telling your guys, stay in bounds so we can chew this clock the rest of the game.
15th play of the drive. 8 minutes of clock used by Army. Trying to put it away. Wow. 2nd and 6 off the timeout. Here's Helms. He slides down and does not score on purpose to use more clock. A savvy move by Helms. It's a gain of 4. Realizing Temple is going to let him score. He slides.
What a heads-up play.
Rolling on the field. The quarterback was short of the line to gain. It will be third down. Timeout. Temple, their third and final charge timeout of the half.
Now that's an important call right there because the quarterback
This is a 30-second timeout.
The quarterback is down, Rhino, where he gives himself up, not where the slide finishes. So they're going to call him that he gave himself up before the first down marker. Still a heads-up play by Cale Helms to know that Temple was going to let him score. And you saw how Temple it wasn't clear they were letting him score. They were still trying to play a little bit to maybe make Cale Helms not recognize it, but he saw it right away and took the slide.
How about the reaction of the Corps Cadets, too? Cale Helms has told us this year what a thrill it is to be the starting quarterback at West Point. Always playing for the Corps, he says. No play stoppages left for Casey Keeler and Temple now. Another one-score game for Army. Their 6th of the season and 3rd in a row.
So for Army here, you just got to pick up the first down here on 3rd and 1, then the game's over.
Third down. Helms again slides down short of the goal line. Does get the first down to the 1. Picks up 3 more yards. Temple helpless to stop the clock now with no timeouts left. And Army can win this game by 1 here today on homecoming.
And watch this finished block by Jake Rendina, 33. Puts the Temple linebacker on the dirt. And Cale Helms goes down again to end this game with the football in Army's hands.
36 carries, 5 shy of the all-time Academy record of 41 he set against Kansas State. Carries again on a knee. And with a minute to go, Cale Helms is celebrating a win.
Man, you can't give Cale Helms enough credit for how he managed this drive. Going for it on 4th down, the gutsy call by Jeff Monken. That starts at the top. The head coach is gutsy and gritty, so the quarterback plays gutsy and gritty. So the offensive line plays hard and physical, gutsy and gritty. And a really smart play by Cale Helms where it mattered the most, 2 times in a row, to go down and chew the clock the rest of this game so they can take a knee.
4th straight start for Helms. He'll move to 4-2 as a starter and celebrates with his teammates. Army by 1 today on homecoming. Jeff Monken wins again against Temple. He's 4-0 in his career. Once bitter rivals in the FCS, good friends now with the FBS. And Army, as this one goes final, wins its 5th game of the year.
What a second half by Army. The way they played and ran the ball and chewed clock in the second half. Army was down at halftime and then just came out and played their style of football, didn't turn the football over, played smart, made risky decisions on 4th down. Credit Jeff Monken for how he just sticks with his formula of going forward on 4th and 1, believing in his offensive line, and this Army defense got stops when they needed it.
Another November to remember for Army football. The only loss in that span against Notre Dame last year at Yankee Stadium in the Bronx.